everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly. If you're new around here, I make content online around sewing and how to sew, fashion, that type of thing. But today's video is going to be a little bit different because you've probably seen by the title of the video, it is my online on here on YouTube pregnancy announcement. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you would have seen a few months ago that I announced that I'm having a baby, but I haven't made a video for YouTube yet. So I've been trying to get round to doing it, but I haven't been feeling that well. So I thought now's a good time to do it. Over on my Instagram, I asked in a little question box, I've been getting so many questions about how I've been doing, about pregnancy, about sewing for pregnancy, baby, everything, that I thought I'd just put it in one video on here. So if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing some sewing content and I'm going to be mixing in some maternity sewing and some baby content as well over the next few months, I think. So let's start. So currently, while filming this, I am 6 months pregnant. So I am, well, 6.5, coming up to 6.5, so nearly into my 3rd trimester, and it has flown by. I can't believe how quickly it is flown by. My 1st trimester was very sick and unwell. I have chronic health conditions anyway, so I'm kind of used to being a little bit unwell, but I can do a whole video about having chronic health conditions and being pregnant if that's something that someone would be interested in watching. And also I can do a whole video around my sickness journey because it has been a journey. My sickness kind of just got worse and worse and worse and hasn't really gone. So it's a kind of one of those situations which I know not happens to everyone, and everyone says, oh, you should be feeling better by now, you shouldn't be sick when you hit your 2nd trimester. No, I'm 25 weeks pregnant and still my anti-sickness. So it's been a journey, but say I can do a whole another video all about my sickness journey if that would help anyone out there. But when I did hit my 2nd trimester, I did start to feel a little bit more energetic and have a bit more energy and not feeling so unwell. So that was helpful on top of, and then plus I found an anti-sickness tablet that worked. So it meant that I could go back to work and make content and start sewing and doing everything that I needed to do. So that was quite helpful. On my Instagram, I just get asked constantly how I am doing, and that's pretty much how I've been doing. Apart from being sick, I feel great. I feel really good. I'll quickly do a little bump update to share with you what I'm looking like. There we go. Oh, move my tie out of the way. So yeah, over the last few weeks, bumps definitely popped a little bit, and they're definitely there. And yeah, everything's been going well. Everything's been going fine. I'm wearing a new dress that I literally just finished making a couple of minutes ago, and there will be a whole video all about this dress and how I sewed it for maternity wear and a pattern review, because this one isn't my pattern, it's a sew over it pattern, which isn't maternity, but I've made it and it fits me and I'm having a baby. So I thought I'd share the process of making it. So pattern review video will be coming next, I think, after this video, of how I made this lovely dress, and I love it. It's so comfy. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's just a really, really exciting time at the minute. So much is going on. We're going into spring, which is lovely, and baby is growing. Is growing a lot. They're a very active baby. They're always jumping around in there, and they're very happy. All the scans we've had, they're always active, moving around so much and trying to get a good picture of them. But yeah, so that's how, I don't know if that's contributed to the level of sickness I've had. I don't know if it works like that, but yeah, I can definitely feel them jumping around in there, definitely. The first question that I've been asked is, am I going to be making some baby clothes? Now, we're not finding out the gender of the baby until they're born, so I don't know what I'm having. So it's made it a little bit more problematic to make clothes. Not saying that you can have to have pink or blue for boy or girl, or dress or trousers for boy or girl, but a lot of things are sort of that way inclined. So I've been trying to find my best to try and find some fabrics that are gender neutral, just plain neutral baby, which has actually been a bit harder than I thought. A lot of them are backed with either pink or bright blue, which bright blue is okay for a girl, but pink is not for a boy, and they've been very girl boy. So I've been trying to find it really hard to find some fabric. I did find some fabric, and I've got some sitting over there, so I'm going to do a video about everything that's arrived recently, because I've had a lot of things arrived. I've ordered lots of sewing stuff, and I've got lots of PR stuff that's sent me, so I'm saving it. But I did find some more neutral fabrics, and also, so I'm kind of limited to dungarees. I don't know what else to make, so I'm not making all the clothes. I want to make some clothes when they arrive, not straight away when they arrive, but when they get a bit older and I get in swing of things, I want to be making more stuff then, when I know the personality, what they like, what I like to dress them in, that sort of thing. So I've been making a few things. I'm definitely going to make a few more dungarees. For my pregnancy announcement video on Instagram, I made some dungarees, which was really cute, and that was really lovely. So they were a bit of a special make for me. They were like a white backed with some stars on, which were really cute, in a really lovely jersey fabric. But no, I'm not going to be making everything for the baby. I haven't got time more because I have my sewing stuff that I've got to make for my sewing pattern release that's coming soon. So I'm a little bit limited on time as well, and time's ticking, so no. The next question I got a lot was, am I going to be making maternity clothes? And yes, I have. Although when I found out I was pregnant and then I was so unwell, it kind of covered the over Christmas when it was really cold. So I've literally lived in pyjamas or joggers and a jumper, because it's been really, really cold here in England, and I just haven't felt very well at all. But now we're going into spring, I can start making a little bit more maternity clothes when I've actually got a bump as well, so that's nice. Yeah, luckily some of my sewing patterns that I've been working on since August, I've been working on my sewing patterns collection coming, and luckily some of them are really flowy dresses that can be belted or be loose, and so they work really well with a bump, which I'm so lucky, and that's worked out really well. So in the sewing pattern collection, I'm going to be making some of those dresses, and I'm making this dress, and I just want to see what it's like to dress a bump as well, and share people my journey of me making my clothes for maternity. And then after, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I will be making my maternity clothes, and I've started now filming maternity inspirational sewing content. So this is the first main pattern review for maternity that I'm going to bring out, but hopefully I'll have a few more coming as well, because I think it's really nice and I want different clothes to wear. So yeah, and this was one of my first things that I made in stretch. I've been sewing for a long time, for about 11 years now, but I don't often make stuff in stretch. I like woven non-stretch stuff that sort of fits my body. Stretch is a whole new world, so I've been enjoying learning this one. So this is a sewing pattern, not a self-drafted, purely because I don't often sew with stretch, so I thought I'd just ease myself in and get some advice and help from the Sew Over It team. Other things people are saying, am I going to learn to knit for the baby? And no, I'm not learning to knit for the baby. I have arthritis in my hands, so knitting is not always the best things for it. Also, my fiance's mum is a really good knitter, so she'll be making lots of nice knitted things for the baby, I'm sure. So knitting is covered. Another question that I've been asked on Instagram about what I'm going to be posting online about the baby and my sewing, basically. Now, I don't know, I haven't decided how much I'll be posting online about the baby specifically. I'll post things about what I'm buying and what I'm up to in my life as I normally do, but I don't know how much I'm going to specifically post about them. My channel is mainly sewing, so I want to keep it at that and being creative and around clothes, but I do share some of my life. So I think, I don't know, we'll have to be a work in progress and just see how it works out, I think, about how much I'm going to post about the baby. If I'm making clothes for the baby, obviously I'm going to be sharing that and my life, but it's not going to turn into a baby channel or Instagram account. Also, another question I got is, am I going to continue sewing after having a baby? And yes, of course I'm going to still be sewing after having the baby. I'm going to plan to have some type of maternity leave and get some content shot and ready that can be posted. And I know I'm not going to be sewing as much as I normally do now, but I will still be sewing and hopefully working and posting content. I'll have my sewing patterns will be newly released, so I'll have lots of content about that and sharing patterns and inspiration of sewing using the sewing patterns. So it's kind of I've got a deadline to get the sewing patterns released by, but it's a good time because I can build some content around that. But then I'll be back, I'm sure, and then I'll just share what I'm making and making content. But I will be still sewing after I have a baby, hopefully. Hopefully, although my sewing room is now going to be turning into the baby's room, so we might need to find a new location to start sewing in. That's the only thing that needs to change, is that my sewing room is turning into the baby's room. So we might have a new location to be filming and sewing. Talking about sewing patterns for children though, I put up on my Instagram and there was so many recommendations for sewing patterns for children. So I think definitely once baby's here, I'm going to be doing some content about sewing for children and testing out some of other people's sewing patterns that are for children, which I think will be really good content. So I think I'm going to wait and see, and if I like and think, or I might start bringing out my own children's sewing patterns, who knows. But with children's sewing, I think I'm going to wait till they're here. Yeah, so let me know the type of content that you want to see here on YouTube. I'm debating on doing a video, like I said, around morning sickness journey, what helped, what didn't help, what everything like that. Some more pregnancy content, potentially being about being pregnant when I've got chronic illness or an autoimmune condition and how that works. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know how much people want to hear or see about that's not sewing, because I mainly make sewing content. But yeah, it's a journey. I'm going to be doing definitely sewing content around being pregnant, and I don't know if people are interested in hauls of what I'm buying, what I bought recently, because I've got it all sitting over there and I bought quite a lot of stuff which is really cute. So let me know if you're interested in that. But this was just a very quick introduction and to say here on YouTube that I'm having a baby, and yeah, some of the content will be coming through about maternity, and if you notice me having a bump, it's because I'm having a baby. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, because it's a free way to support your favourite creator here online. And if you want to see those videos, please let me know. Bye.